3, 2, 1.
My name is Gurkhan Girgin. Right now I'm at a crossroads of my life where I know what the right thing to do is, but I'm still holding to a lot of my past. I've sort of, in a way, a few years back gave up on life, gave up on goals, gave up on family. It wasn't what I expected, I guess you could say, being brought up in a sort of traditional way. Family should be this, school should be, you should be studying this and that. I didn't fit that mold, obviously. After growing up to a certain age, I realised I'm not fitting that mold, so I've sort of lost myself. Expecting to go deep into my soul, I guess you could say, finding some answers that I've been looking for a long time and not really looking for it in a healthy way. I feel like I'm breaking a cycle with the way I've been brought up and how I've been taught to deal with things. I'm ready to accept what's happened and learn I guess, some coping mechanisms and strategies to help overcome that voice that comes into my head and overtakes my emotions, and it doesn't let me control anything. So I just want to be in control of my life after the end of this. Finally doing something for myself, and yeah, I can't wait to see what this all holds, man.
Good. Well done. Well done.
Really, what we're doing at this retreat is helping these guys get back on track with their lives. And a lot of these guys are already super successful, but for whatever reason right now they feel they're stuck in a rut. And what we're going to be doing over this weekend is helping them get out of their own way. We're going to help them become the man they need to become to achieve the goals they want to achieve. What we're going to do is like a reflection process. It's a look at the good, the bad, and the ugly on where they're at with their life at the moment. Because the first step to really making a real change is to get real about where they're currently at and where they're currently not at.
So my name is Shiv, short for Chevelle.
I'm hoping to change my life full 180, just go down the path that I've always wanted to go down, and find purpose in my life.
Just day in, day out, I was doing the same things, just lacked a lot of confidence, self-confidence. I guess lacked a lot of purpose in knowing where I wanted to go in life and what I wanted to do. I just thought this can't be it. Like I can't, like this is not it for me. Like I can't keep living my life like it's for myself and for my family.
My whole life has been done the one way, and I want to change all that, and I am going to change all that. I believe this weekend is going to be transformational for me.
I guess I'm hoping to be a better man. First and foremost, a more confident, grounded man that knows which direction I want to take in my life.
I'm going to be the better man for everyone around myself, and that's what I hope to achieve, guys.
I feel like my life is going to change dramatically.
Well done. Who's next?
My name is Wasim. I just turned 30 last Thursday. I work in finance, but I'm not too happy about it right now. I kind of want to do something else with my life, like kind of change direction. I think I've held myself back for a lot of my life, and like myself especially, because my whole life I've been like taught on values and shown how to like deal with things and react to things by like my environment, and we don't really have control of our environment. We're sort of like at the effect of our environment. I've always felt like sort of like emotional baggage about like stuff that happened in the past, or like ingrained habits and things like that. So I've known for years and years that I needed to do something about it, but I kind of tried to go like with the self-help stuff and the self-help route, but eventually I realized like I need a little bit of like guidance. I really want to get like a solid idea of what I'm going to do with my life. I think that's a big source of unhappiness for me right now. I want to find out who I am, and I want to find out where I want to take myself. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I know what I'm looking for. I want to get to a point where like I'm just creating and expressing, and I'm going to help the people around me because I'm able to be myself. I can bring them to their home and live their selves. I don't know, I came here like hoping for a revolution. Like, it's like I just turned 30. I've had like the last 10 years kind of like be so like slowly improve. Still grateful though. But yeah, I really want to come out of this like a new sort of fresh start, fresh hit, 30. Let's see like where you can go from here. So I'm really hoping like this trip like will help me get out of my own way, I suppose. Yeah.
That was really well said. Well done.
If nothing else, I'll see you here at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you. So last night, the boys all realized what are the thoughts that were in their head that were really holding them back. And what I'm going to show them today is by believing that, what it's going to cost them in the future.
Last night was good. Had a good night's rest.
I thought it was pretty valuable just straight off the bat. Yeah, I guess it just helped me build a more of a clearer vision, so to say.
I feel refreshed, awake. I feel good after going to bed early for once.
So what we're going to do today is show them the reality of them believing that in the future. And when they really get present to what it's going to cost them to believe in that, it's going to help them change their thinking to start to think in a more empowered way to actually unlock their potential. It's a guided meditation, but it's a dynamic meditation. They're going to be letting go of so much baggage that has been holding them back today.
The fact that I think I can't change has held me back for so long. My family doesn't trust me. They still think I'm a child. My relationships have all been broken.
My limiting belief is I will fail. It's cost me from reaching new levels in my life. It's cost me from achieving my dreams. It's held me back from being the person I want to be to my family.
My limiting belief is it's not going to be as good as I imagine it. This has cost me time, it's cost me opportunity, it's cost me self-confidence and trust. I can't have a girlfriend since I had my last one like 4 years ago.
And I want you to imagine that you're stuck, frozen, trapped, believing what you're believing. And now you're going to go into the future trapped. And now you're going to dial the intensity and dial the years forward and go forward to 5 years into the future. It is now 2026. Ask yourself how old you will be in 2026. And I want you to see with all the emotion that you can in the mirror your life in 2026. See the impact on your family, and I really want you to feel it and double the intensity of what you're feeling. In a second, I'm going to ask you to make the sound of how it feels in 2026 when you're looking in the mirror and you are stuck believing your limiting beliefs.
3, 2, 1.
I want you to go 10 years into the future. Yell out for us, what do you see in the mirror at that time? And say it!
Failure. Not living up to what I want to be. Not making myself happy. Or because I decided to let my ego get in the way.
I'm not happy. Nobody else is happy around me because I'm so depressed. I look like an old man, a failure that hasn't even tried, that hasn't even applied himself, that's unhappy, that's depressed.
I never tried, so I kept going and waking up to the same shitty job every day that I hated. I finished at 5, I let go of my fucking dreams. I look in the mirror, my teeth are yellow, my health is bad, I can feel the fucking phlegm in my lungs from not letting go of this shit. I don't have a relationship. I'm still living paycheck to fucking paycheck. I can't invest in anything. I'm watching all my friends get houses and get married and have kids, and I'm still fucking stuck here.
All 3 of you now, dial the clock forward another 10 years into the future. Look into the mirror and see what the fuck it has cost you and tell me, is it worth it?
No!
Is it
No!
worth it?
Fuck no!
No! Let it all out. 3, 2, 1.
Your old limiting belief was bullshit. But you're gonna let me know what the truth is.
Truth is change starts and ends with me.
Jibs, what's the truth?
The truth is I will succeed in everything I apply myself to.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Knowing your new beliefs, it's time for you to go into the future and let that power seep into your body. Feel it rising from the ground, rising up through your body. What do you see in 5 years knowing change starts and stops with me?
A man that wants to fucking be there. A man that can decide what he actually wants to do and be happy about it. Not dwell and fucking live on regret. Start thinking about the near future and all the happiness that it can bring when it fucking starts with you, bro.
An unstoppable man, chasing his dreams, creating happiness. Friends and family love me for it. I can't be stopped. Nobody's gonna stop me. I am the man. This is me.
To be going to my job or whatever the fuck I decide. My bank account is full. I don't feel worried about the next bill. My face is clean. I look fuller, healthier, happy. I don't feel burdened.
This is the real you. When you strip away the fear, when you strip away the conditioning, when you strip away the beliefs that other people have given you, which are no longer helping you. This is the real you. What's the truth?
Truth is, I'm the master of my own dream, the master of my own reality. It's not up to others. It's not up to you, it's not up to my partner, it's not up to my family, it's not their responsibility, it's mine. That's the fucking truth.
Amen. Well done,
I don't know if it's
boys.
because the sun's actually come out, but the world's a bit brighter for me. I feel like a new lease on life, a new me. The waves might be crashing, but I'm gonna ride that wave.
This is all me, man. Life is all for me, man. Life is all for me to take. I'm free. I'm finally free, man. I can have anything I want now.
I feel amazing. Amazing. Look around you. Everything's fantastic.
What we're getting into now is the intervention phase of the retreat. And the reason we do this is because it's really nice that the boys have done reflection, and they've also done some introspection in that they've looked inside and they've dreamt about their potential. But the intervention phase is probably the most important phase, because this is where we really address what's been holding them back. We're going to use a few different tools. One of them is called timeline therapy. And basically what I'm going to do with the boys is help them resolve the emotional and mental blocks that are going on within them that's been keeping them stuck. First, you want to just really talk to the guys, therapy style, to really understand what's been going on with them and what's the root cause that's keeping them stuck. With one of them, it was the fear of abandonment. With another one, it was the fear of making a decision. In both of these cases, both of these boys have experienced a lot of pain in the past, and which has created this fear of abandonment or fear of making decisions. For you, man, it's like if we heal the boy, the man appears.
No.
We need to heal like the trauma that young Gherkin went through, and big Gherkin will take over and knows what to do. Fear of doing the wrong thing. Yeah. Is that what it is, man?
Yeah, it is.
Good job, man. Once we've established the root cause that's been holding them back, we go into this timeline therapy session where we first use a breathing technique to drop into a deeper brainwave state where it's easier for them to access their subconscious mind. Let a wave of relaxation travel down now, down your forehead. In that kind of semi-hypnotized, semi-sleepy state, they're able to work with the root causes of these traumas. They'll be able to see what they can actually learn from these experiences. Look down on the event and ask your subconscious mind, what are the positive learnings that I can take from this event?
New challenges should be exciting me rather than depressing me. If I do have a problem with something, to speak up or forever hold my peace.
By seeing both sides of the coin, not just the traumatic side of the event, but the positive side, which is all the things that they can learn, they're able to look at the event from a different perspective, and that's what's able to help them release the trauma. And just check on that fear of abandonment. Is it still there, or has it been released now?
It's been released.
After they've done all the resolution work and they've got all their learnings, they come out of it.
I always saw that part of my life as I couldn't control anything, so just live with it. But really, I could control what I was doing and how I'm reacting.
So you feel like almost relieved?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like almost like
Weight off my shoulders.
Weight, yeah,
yeah, whole
that's
world off my shoulders. Yeah.
Very good. With Wasim's intervention, because of his traumatic past, that fear has kept him safe, and therefore it's very difficult for him to let it go, because there's some suppressed memories there that don't want to come out. We had to take an extra step to help him really resolve this issue. I want you to touch the place where you can feel 6-year-old Wasim on your body.
I think I broke my arm.
We're going to speak to 6-year-old Wasim, if that's okay. What happened, man?
Someone shoved me and I fell on my arm and it broke. I was standing up for my sister and then this dickhead pushed me and then, he twisted my arm and then pushed me and then I fell.
So 30-year-old Wasim, is there anything that you want to say to 6-year-old Wasim?
Yeah man, you were standing up for your sister, that's why you did what you did. Even if you weren't going to win, you still had to because it was your sister.
30-year-old Wasim, anything you want to say to 6-year-old Wasim?
I'm sorry for everything that happened to you. We can still make everything better.
That's good. Let me know what the positive learnings are that you've held on to for so long.
I know I deserve success now, so I'm okay with making the right choices. If you don't choose, somebody else will choose for you. It's okay to want what you want. Even my bad choices have led to some of the greatest moments in my life.
We had to just use some techniques to make him feel safe and really talk to the traumatized child within him.
I felt like a pain point or like tension around the decision making before, but that feels like it's kind of like dissipated or like unraveled sort of. I feel better and lighter, more prepared to handle decisions.
Once we were able to make him feel safe, he was able to let it go. Well done.
Last 24 hours has been quite a bit to take in, and I think the biggest thing was the mindset shift, man.
Coming here, I wasn't aware if I was still ready to implement everything and ready to accept what my past shortcomings were in order to deal with my future. Going through what we did this morning at the beach was a real big eye-opener.
The first night was like a bonfire, and now I've sort of like integrated it, and like I've taken like this light energy after clearing all this gunk, and it's sort of just like a bed of hot coals, like solid, still hot, but I blow on it, the fire's back.
Before I was just living day by day, check by check, whereas going through today, this morning, going through some tools with Dim about wealth management, career goals, just setting myself up with a full cup in order to achieve what I've always wanted to achieve, so I'm getting what I came here for.
But I've been like struggling with money for like 12, 14, 15 years. And today I got like a set of rules, like literal like do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. It makes it more real and more doable and more achievable. And if it gets the results that everyone's saying it will, it'll be crazy.
So my feelings before were that I couldn't handle what I was probably about to go through. I was probably a little bit scared. Meeting the boys helped a lot, knowing that I'm not alone. We've already taken the first big step. It's just a matter of taking those little steps now. Those little steps don't seem so big anymore.
I had a feeling that I needed to see like somebody about this, like for guidance and stuff. So I expected quick results, but with Dim, he gets it a lot more. You know, I've seen psychologists before and stuff like that, and they did help, and they were always like kind, but it's not that like click. Like, I almost sometimes feel like worried about letting Dim down, which is great for accountability because I actually I care about, and he obviously cares about our development and stuff.
It was so personalised. It wasn't like a big hoo-ha in a hall with thousands of people. It was just very, very personal, a very personal experience.
It's different when it's for you. You can buy a book, but it's not. The guy who wrote the book didn't write it for you. I expected fast results, but maybe not this fast. And we still got a day left. So.
Yeah.
When the boys came into this retreat, they were person A. When they left this retreat, they were person B.
waiting in anticipation. Gonna work up a sweat, but hopefully come out a new man at the end.
How am I feeling? Machiavelli!
It's time. So we're just about to start the hike with the boys. This is just a symbolic journey for them to really internalize what they've learned and what they've processed and got the insights for through our time together. Really, this is a process of internalization for them, where they're going to start to embody the change that they've created, and they're going to get ready to go forward into life, where they're going to go forward and crush it. As we enter the final stage, this is all about actualizing that person. You've intellectualized it, but now you've got to actualize it. Now you've got to ingrain it into your neurology. You've got to become that new person. And that's what we're doing in the third leg of the hike. It's all about embodiment of this new personality. And to do that, we're going to challenge these boys by confronting them with their old limiting beliefs, and we're going to give them genuine pressure, and they're going to have to step up and overcome it for them to walk out of here and be successful.
You're gonna go out of here and you're gonna fucking own myself. You're gonna please. I love myself and I give myself fucking permission to be myself. I love myself. I fucking love myself.
Look me in the eye. You can't even look me in the eye.
I'm a big fucking strong grizzly bear. I'm a fucking champion boxer. I keep to my routine and discipline. I'm a champion boxer. I keep to my routine because I'm a champion boxer.
I'm disciplined, I'm focused, I will succeed, I'm unstoppable! Stay focused! Stay focused! Unstoppable!
I'm pushing you right now. Are you unstoppable? Are you fucking unstoppable?
Nobody will determine my success. Circumstances do not determine my success.
Don't give me
I will succeed. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. Nobody determines my success but me.
Don't look anywhere else but at me. My routine and my regimen are my anxious to success. I'm a motherfucking beast. Why do I know your shit better than you? Give it.
My routine and my regimen are my anxious to succeed.
I breathe deeply, consistently, but gently. No more ferociousness. No more hurting people that want to love me, to live in the moment, and no love, even when it might be hate. I love myself in order to love others. Thanks, bro.
You got one more stop, man. Not getting out of me, man. I hold you as a king. I saw you as that bro. From the very fucking first conversation I heard your voice. Through all the shit, you still choose to be a good man. Man, that's the kind of king that I want to know.
It's the kind of king I want to be. That's why I don't regret any of my past. I'm glad I've worked through. I'm glad I've gone through what I've gone through. I don't care who I've hurt anymore. It's got me here. I can always make amends for it if I really want to. If I am a king, I'm the king of my own world. If not their world, my world. I'm no longer a warrior. I don't need to fight. I don't need to survive.
You don't need to survive. You ain't in the jungle anymore, man.
I need to live. I need to live as a king and bring those around me that love me up to me. I thank you for reaffirming that I am a good person, and now that I can be a king of my good world.
Thank you.
Well, hail the king.
Alright, man. Well done, boys. Well done. Good work. having that metaphor on the retreat helps them internalize that, hey, I'm a different person now. I've got different standards now. I hold myself to a higher self-esteem now. I don't disempower myself. I have my own healthy boundaries. I'm not afraid to love the people that I love. It's a much more owned position of who you are, and it's very beautiful.
Feeling good. I feel like a new version of myself. I feel like I can accomplish what I set out to achieve now rather than putting myself down and making excuses.
I've said this probably a million times. I feel good, man. It was a refreshing experience, very insightful. I'm sure I've got like tools to get me through the rest of my life, you know, that I'll hold with me very closely.
I feel good, great, and I'm ready for the world.
Since Friday, you know, I think you can see this really beautiful transformation from where they were before to where they are now, and it's definitely genuine. They've really moved in a different mental and emotional way, where they're seeing something so different within themselves, and they're really hungry. They're hungry to get out of here, and they're hungry to go implement.
In comparison to how I was before, I think as I told you before, I was a bit scared. Now I'm scared of what I can achieve because I'm literally thinking the world's my oyster, and yeah, just not getting deterred whenever I do somewhat fail.
If I'm really, really honest, like here, when I came here, I felt like pathetic and sad. And now I kind of feel like I'm more like solid and like gunning, and like I actually believe myself when I tell myself I can do things.
I'd highly recommend it. Coming here, I did tell a few of my friends, and they asked me what I was thinking, why I'm doing it. I'm a normal person. That might be the case, but there's always room for improvement, room for development, room to take control of your own life. So if you ever feel like there's things that you can't control, or people aren't listening or don't understand you, this is a very good place to come to, where like-minded people will gather and sit, listen and help resolve whatever needs to be resolved.
Recommend it to anyone. 10 out of 10. Come out, guys.
If anyone else is thinking of doing it, what would you say?
Do it, bro. Do it. 100%. Like, everyone talks about money, time, oh, it's not worth it. What if, like, these are all like bullshit things that are stopping you from like actualizing yourself. If there's a hint that you've got something that needs to be fixed, then listen to it and fucking sort it out, because anything else will just slow you down. It's like trying to run a marathon with like a weight dragging you back. It's not going to work.
The cool thing is you can also see as a group they're not just strangers anymore. I really believe these guys are going to be friends for life. They've become a tight-knit group. They've called each other out on their bullshit, and they've supported each other through some really difficult moments. And I think that's the perfect group to go into the next 6 weeks with. As part of the hike, it was about really embodying the change that they're trying to create within themselves. Now they're applying that to tools which we use to anchor ourselves every day. Affirmations, their vision boards and goals lists, and ways that they can track themselves every single day so they can stay consistent. That'll set them nicely into the next 6 weeks, where we have a support and accountability group, and they'll be, you know, acting on their goals every day, and it's going to be really nice.
I let go a bit to you day by day. That doesn't mean I'm ready to move on to my next mistake.
Now that we've finished the 6 weeks, basically it's just time to introduce the boys to the rest of the community.
Since the beginning of the journey, I think I've come a lot further than I even anticipated myself. I'm seeing things on the other side of the coin, literally. Before I'd see darkness, now I see light, and I see everything for what it is.
I feel like throughout this whole journey I've got a lot more direction in what I want to do and purpose in life, and I know what I need to achieve.
I've gotten more done in the last 6 weeks than I have for like the last 8 to 12 months of like trying to do it myself. It's been fucking phenomenal.
A lot better relationships with my family, my partner. Things have progressed really well. My job, I've actually got a recent job offer. I'm going for an interview soon, and I think I'm going to hit a home run and get that.
Going forward in the next 12 months, over the next year, stepping forward, growing my business, being in a position where I'm happy, where I'm content, and having just direct purpose in my life.
I've been unhappy with like finding meaning in work for a very, very long time. So I finally have made moves to change that. I can pick myself up when I fall down again.
My health has increased a lot more. I've quit smoking. Smoking's not a thing now. Going to the gym at least 3-4 times a week. Or anything that I was holding my guard up before, I'm going to see a lot more clearly now.
Just smashing out my goals, just achieving those goals and ticking that list off. I never really had goals before, but I know that these are things that are reachable to me now.
I'm looking forward to getting a new job in the industry I want, then starting a business in that industry. I'm just really looking forward to like owning my time again.
So now it's just time to celebrate. Love you all.